Well, have you started yet?
I started.
Oh, shit. If I'd have known that. Right. Well, yeah, I mean, there's more stories than you could tell in years, you know, but I just thought of one that wasn't, not really all that funny, but it just shows the kind of influence that that he had in my life. That back in about 1983, back where I live, we were going through a major recession, and I think the whole country was. But you know, our part of the country's dependent on timber, and the timber industry was dead because interest rates were 21%, and in other words, it wasn't just a recession; it was like a depression. And the company that I was working for, you know, I was one of the lucky ones that had a job, but the guy that owned my company, you know, wanted to go back to where he was from, and so he was going to close down the company. I wasn't going to have a job, but the only thing that could save that was if I could buy the company. So I went and I tried to borrow money from banks, and you know, I had a pretty good business plan, but banks were, you know, they were kind of leery of people, especially since some of the other companies in my industry had recently folded. So I was able to find, you know, one bank that would loan some money, but they wouldn't loan enough to buy it. And so I had, you know, only one alternative, and I went to Norm, and I says, you know, I need some money to be able to pull off this purchase. And you know, he asked me how much I needed, and it was a pretty fair sum of money, and especially, you know, for him in the shoe business. And you know, he says he didn't even think about it. He says, "All right, I'll get it for you." So you know, and I had faith that he would, you know, just because he was that kind of guy. But I have no idea how much he had to steal from the business in order to loan me that money. You know, he had to probably double what he was taking every week. So anyway, in many ways, you know, were it not for him staking me like that, I wouldn't be where I am today in my position. So, and finally, you know, it wasn't till many years later that I did pay him back. I did pay him back, but he had never said that he wanted it back. He never. Yeah. It was very interesting. Yeah. No, but that was the thing. He never asked for it back.
Wow.
And you know, to him it was a gift, even though it was a loan. And so anyway, that's the kind of guy he was. Talk about giving you the shirt off his back. It really was his shirt off his back, because he didn't have a lot of money, you know, in the early 80s like that. So anyway, it's not a funny story, but it's poignant, and means a lot to me.
Nice story.
So
Very nice.
Good story.
that's it. Cut.